What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Back here again with my UFC 152 review, or actually preview. Haven't reviewed it yet because it has not happened. But this card had a lot of changes, obviously, with the whole UFC 151. We have a new main event at the top of the card now. I think everyone knows that. We're going to get to that here in a second. Let's run down. I'm just going to run down the main card and go with who I think is going to win. First fight is Charles Oliveira versus Cub Swanson. I'm going to go War Cub Swanson here. Alright, you got to like a guy named Cub. And I think he's going to knock out Charles Oliveira. Oliveira, whatever the fuck his last name is. It's just hard as shit to pronounce. I'm gonna go Cub Swanson with a knockout in the second. That's what I'm going. I'm going with the TKO in the second round, not a knockout, because you know it's really hard to get a knockout. TKO is much easier. So we're going with the TKO on that one. We got Matt Hamill. Matt Hamill returning. The hammer is back versus Roger Roulette. I've never heard of this motherfucker, but obviously Matt Hamill's going to grind this one out for a decision. Matt Hamill likes to take people down. He's very hard to take down. I feel like he's going to have his way in this fight because I've never even heard of this other guy. But I've heard of Matt Hamill. I've actually watched The Ultimate Fighter Season 3, and I thought it was freaking hilarious. The deaf guy was on there and was kicking everyone's ass because they couldn't take him down. So I'm going to go with Matt Hamill in this one. Then we got Michael Bisping versus Brian Stann. I'm a Chael Sonnen guy, which means I should be a Michael Bisping guy, or not a Michael, Brian Stann guy. I'm not really. I honestly see Bisping taking this. I'm not even really a huge Michael Bisping fan, but I enjoyed his fight against Chael Sonnen. I enjoyed that he came in on 8 months' notice, and he looked very good in that fight. I think he's going to look very good in this fight. I think he's going to be out to impress. You can definitely tell he wants that middleweight title shot, and this is definitely one way of earning it, to go through Brian Stann to do it. I think Michael Bisping is going to win against Brian Stann. I'm going to go with a decision victory. I'm going to go with a 3-round decision there, too. Then we have the UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. The first ever UFC Flyweight Champion will be crowned at the show. This was the original main event until it got switched. Joseph Benavidez, I can't even say. Joseph Benavidez. I know how to say his name. Joseph Benavidez versus Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. I don't think I see anybody pulling for Mighty Mouse here, and I'd love to, but I think it's quite obvious. Joseph Benavidez has got this. He's going to be the first ever UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, people. That is going to be your man, Joseph Benavidez. Phenomenal fighter, really fun to watch. I think his only loss is against Dominic Cruz, who is the UFC bantamweight. Yes, bantamweight champion. I was going to make sure it wasn't featherweight. That's Jose. That's Jose Aldo. But I see Joseph Benavidez making history tonight. I'm going to call a round 3 knockout. That's what I'm going to go with, our TKO, I should say. I think it's going to be, this is the fight I'm most interested in seeing. I really want to see how this one plays out. This is one I think it's going to be the best fight of the night. It's going to win the fight of the night. It could be one of the best fights of the entire year. I'm really excited for this. And then our new main event of the evening. UFC 152 got a little stronger. According to some people. I don't know if anybody is really looking forward to this. For the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world, John Bones Jones, the champion, versus Vitor Belfort, the challenger, who hasn't fought light heavyweight in fucking forever. Yet we're going to give him a title shot. I was still one of those people that was hoping that Vitor Belfort would have got injured just so we could see Chael Sonnen versus John Jones in this card. I know Chael Sonnen was preparing for that. It doesn't look like it's going to happen with the fight being, I believe, a little bit over 24 hours away. Bones has got this. Come on, guys. TKO. I'm going to say in the very first round. I'm going to go shock. I was going to say second round. I'm going to go first round. John Jones, TKO victory over Vitor, the Phenom Belfort. Vitor, I'm sorry, you're not a Phenom anymore. John Jones is going to obliterate you and have a lot of fun doing it. It's kind of a nothing fight to me. You do get to see one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world in John Jones fighting on a card, which is something a lot of people will enjoy. It's kind of like UFC 153. I'm going to be excited just because Anderson Silva's fighting. I know he's fighting Stephan Bonner. If he beats Stephan Bonner, I'm going to mark the fuck out like a little bitch. I'm going to go crazy. It's going to be awesome. I'm definitely going to text one of my friends, Nathan Carter, and tell him that his favorite fighter just lost and he should just stop watching UFC, because he said he was going to stop watching UFC if Chael Sonnen ever beat Anderson Silva. If Stephan Bonner does it, it's got to be even worse. But that's what I've got, ladies and gentlemen. I think this card on a whole, looking at it, C minus, D plus. I don't really care about the card. Yes, it's got 2 title fights, which is something a lot of cards don't have. But there's only one interesting title fight, and other than that, I'm really not interested in seeing anything. Maybe Bisping Stan, I think I may be more interested in than the lopsided one-sided affair that's going to be John Jones versus Vitor Belfort. Of course, John Jones is going to kill Vitor Belfort. People are like, well, it's going to be a good fight. I'm really excited to see Vitor Belfort go in there and see what he's made of, see if he can tangle with Bones Jones. No, he's probably not going to be able to. If he does, it's going to be one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. And I'm just not excited in seeing that fight. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you excited for John Jones Vitor Belfort? Are you more excited than I am? Do you think this card is better than I think it is? Because I kind of think this card is shit. If you like this video, if you agree with my opinions, like the video, comment, subscribe. And that's basically all I've got. I should be back. My next video should be on the lockout. I know I've waited kind of a week to do one. I didn't know if I was going to actually do it. I'm going to have to talk about hockey. I love hockey. We're going to get to that eventually. And yeah, that's my whole video here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Later.